Hey, how you guys doing? Is everybody having a nice day? I can't really read the comments from here. I figured that I would sort of get the cocktail setup built and ready to go, and then we can kind of get going. So it is 4. I'm gonna start making this cocktail for you so we can get right to the music. I had a friend of mine this week who hit me up, and she loves cosmopolitans. I don't particularly like drinks that have, I don't know, whatever. The Cosmo's never been my favorite drink, but I sort of decided maybe to try a variation on the Cosmopolitan with some grapefruit juice. So I've already got a little bit of this thing prepped. So I got the grapefruit juice, 0.75 ounces. Dump that in here into a shaker with a bunch of ice. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of vodka. 1. Lost part of that, but we'll see how that goes. And 2. I'll do a little bit more since I lost a little on that. All right, and then we're gonna take 0.75 of Cointreau. How's everybody feeling these days? I mean, are we freaking out, or are we just settling into the quarantine? I can say from my standpoint, like, I actually been doing all right with this thing. I've been trying to figure out new ways to get creative. 0.5 lime juice. And that's been exciting for me. Been working a lot, been writing a lot. I think I told you guys last week I was like beginning this process of maybe writing some stories that might end up in a book, possibly. 0.25 is simple syrup. And it looks like there's a vibe on that coming together. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm gonna shake this up. I'm hoping, I really fought hard to get a good connection on both YouTube and Instagram today. So we checked it. So I'm crossing my fingers that all got sorted out for everybody. It seems like the YouTube streams faster in real time, but doesn't sound as good, probably because my computer microphone sucks. Just take a little orange peel, spritz it over the top here. You're gonna do this. Just wipe it around the edge of the glass, drop it in there. It's like a grapefruit cosmopolitan. And that is good. All right, I'm gonna move this little station so that we can get to singing and whatnot. Try not to dump a big bottle of vodka on the ground in the process. All right. Okay, who we got here? Let me say hi to a couple people before we get started. Oh, yeah, see, the Constantine thing, I know, I feel bad because I feel like there are a lot of people who probably don't always go to my shows and don't know that I don't always do it. But hey, one of these days, maybe when we launch the Dear Jack 250K challenge, maybe we'll do a little Constantine on the internet. Okay, so cheers to you guys. I worked hard to look at your requests for the week and try to boil it down, and also build in a few things that I was stoked on. So let's get it going. I hope that everybody is staying safe, wearing their masks, doing the healthy thing. And yeah, just try not to wig out in the middle of our bizarre quarantine days here. This song felt, I don't know, oddly appropriate. I wrote this on this piano here in a 2nd-story bedroom, just up the street from where I am right now. And it was really one of the first Jack's Mannequin songs. Honestly, I can say it was one of the very first Jack's Mannequin songs. It sounds like I'm writing it about the breakup that was sort of encapsulated in that record, but in a weird way I was writing it about the breaking up of the band in some respects. My previous band, Something Corporate. So it's called I'm Ready. Are you ready? I don't know if I am. We'll find out. come undone. Oh yes I do. Just think of all the thoughts wasted on you. And every word you say something sweet. 'Cause all I taste is blood between my teeth. Now I'm finding the words, you're getting away. Well, I'm ready to drive. Whoa, well, I'm ready, so don't stop. I'm ready, so don't stop. Keep pushing. I'm ready to fall. Whoa, well, I'm ready, so don't call. I'm ready, so don't call. So I am aware that I've been misled, and I disconnect my heart and my head. Don't wanna recognize when things go bad. Yeah, the things that you'll accept that I am finding the words to say I'm ready to drive. Whoa, well, I'm ready, so don't stop. I'm ready, so don't stop. I'm finding the words, you're getting away. Yeah. Well, I'm ready to drive. I'm ready, so don't stop. Whoa, keep pushing. I'm ready to fall. I'm ready, so don't call. I'm ready, so don't call. Don't stop me, I'm ready. Don't stop, I'm already back home. Don't stop me, I'm ready. Don't stop, I'm already let go. Oh, but, oh, YouTube isn't working. Well, would you look at that?
Don't worry about it.
But he said don't worry about it. I mean,
He's going to put it...
okay, fair enough. I'm going to try, should I try and reboot the YouTube? I don't know, whatever. Sorry, YouTube. I'm done with you. Ah! Okay, fair enough. Thank you, I appreciate the information. That was a scud message from my daughter and my wife. Apparently YouTube isn't working. And thank God, I'm getting fucking tired of it. Okay, so here's the deal. That song, the whoa, oh, oh, that was like impossible. What?
Jake was going to put it on your private
Oh.
so that it can show later. So
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, Jake. I think he's gonna post this video to YouTube later. I think is what I heard. That's the game of telephone with my manager. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. Yeah, I was gonna say that acrobatic thing in the middle of that chorus was like, it was one of those moments where you realize that sometimes you want to write melodies that even you can't sing. And when I say you, I mean me. but you do it anyway. I do it anyway because you want to hear those notes on a record, and that's kind of like that song is in a way that little section has always been like the bane of my existence because I have to figure out if I'm going to hit that falsetto every night. But you do it for the love of the craft of songwriting. I think maybe more so than for the execution later down the line. All right, this was heavily requested, so we're gonna do it for you. And by we, I mean me. Staring into the intersection, she thinks that she can fly. She might holding on in a new direction. She's gonna try it tonight. The closer I get to feeling, the further that I'm feeling from alright. The more I step into the sun, the more I step out of the light. Jessica's covered in a blanket on a Sunday porch, dreaming a weekend she would party in the city. She doesn't have a flame. She prefer to burn out like a torch. She gets nowhere in life, at least she knows she's pretty. She said, hey, now, the straw dog's out in the street. Hey, now, there's chemicals in the cloud. Hey, now, they're calling all the police, but they won't get to us anyhow. Shining now, and shadows are what's left of all the noise. Simple silhouettes and cutouts, as if we had a choice. He listens closely now and swears that he can hear a voice that's calling him and saying, hey, now, the straw dog's out in the street. Hey, now, there's chemicals in the clouds. Hey, now, they're calling all the police, but they won't get to us anyhow. The moon is shining now, shadows are what's left of all the noise. Simple silhouettes and cutouts, as if we had a choice. He listens closely now and swears that he can hear a voice that's calling him, saying, hey, now. That's totally the fucking wrong verse right there. So I'm gonna sing the right verse. Okay. What does it take to be a superhero? My world, make no mistake that these villains always get the girl. We can escape, then we'd skate away from all of this, but no one ever does. She's saying, hey, now, the straw dog out in the street. They call the police, but they won't get to us. No, they'll never get to us. Hey, now, the straw dog is out in the street. Hey, now, there's chemicals in the clouds, yeah. And they're calling all the police, but they won't get to us anyhow. I'm so sorry. Like, this is what happens. Like, especially when something goes wrong. Like, I'm really trying hard to figure out how to be like the live streaming version of myself, which, as you guys probably know from many of you watching me for years, that is not like a natural space for me. And so I'm gonna try and get out of my head and remember the verses of these songs. And this is probably a super bad time to do a song that I've only infrequently performed live, but I know I had some some B-side bonanza backlash. B-side bonanza backlash. Because frankly, your request didn't have a lot of B-sides in them, and I was trying to honor your request. Luckily today, and this week, there were a couple of B-sides actually built into this thing. This tune was actually meant to be the first like Andrew McMahon solo song, and became the last Jack's Mannequin song. And I honestly, to this day, feel like it's one of the best lyrics that I ever wrote. And revisiting it was a lot of fun. I haven't quite figured out how to play it, so I'm just going to kind of do it and see what happens. But it's called Wrecking Ball Heart. Paper chain is dwindling. We don't talk much anymore. Everything's forgiven. Fingertips at rest once more. You had your suspicion. I never gave you true romance. Light of your ambition, you stockpiled ammunition, though you never had a fighting chance. And just like an intruder, now you come and leave so quietly, you barely cracked the door. Am I just confused, or did our hearts beat so wild and free, forget who they beat for? Red light just stop blinking, tied down but my hands are free. And some nights I still think of you, my digital calamity. Oh, you were never really me. And just like an intruder, now you come and leave so quietly, you barely crack the door. Am I just confused, or did our hearts beat so wild and free, forget who they beat for? Oh, it's a mad, mad heartache. Mine is a wrecking ball heart. Oh, it's a mad, mad heartache. Mine is a wrecking ball. Oh, I can't be stopped sometimes. The wrecking ball drives sides tear this house down. You could back up. This is a mad, mad heartache. Mine is a wrecking ball heart. It's a mad, mad heartache. And mine is a wrecking ball heart. Just a wrecking ball heart, yeah, wrecking ball heart, yeah, wrecking ball heart, yeah, wrecking ball. Just like an intruder, now you come and leave so quietly, you barely crack the door. Am I just confused, or did our hearts beat so wild and free, forget who they beat I have to figure this one out. Hold on one second. I thought I would have like a dramatic entrance to this, but apparently I'm... Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna do that one right now. I promise I'll get to it. Just give me a second. I gotta, you know. Oh. I'll get there. I was gonna do birthday song, but clearly my brain doesn't want me to do it. So I'm gonna do, let's see. What do I have on this list? What are you guys up to? I'm glad people finally learned a B-side. Oh, good. I'm glad that you feel that way too. I don't know why. Like I practiced this song so many times so I wouldn't mess it up, and now okay, I got it. I'm gonna do birthday song. Wish me luck, y'all. Pick yourself up, you can start walking straight. Tonight you're the life of the party. When the bar lights come on at your paper parade, you don't have to chase down the road, 'cause I'll leave the light on. It's not your birthday, it's not the 4th of July. Tomorrow's a work day. You got a life and a spaceship to fly. You got a woman, beautiful yellow-haired daughter. Come back to earth again. You know we can't chase the stars underwater. You can play all the notes, you can write all the words. Headlined in all the big cities. The spotlights are on, the crowds have gone home. You could be going home too. No, it's not your birthday. No, this isn't Mardi Gras either. Tomorrow's a work day. You got a life and a spaceship to fly. You got a good job. This beautiful yellow-haired daughter. Come back to earth again. You know you can't chase the stars underwater. No, it's not your birthday. You should be done waking up on the floor. Come back to earth again. Don't you know you're not a kid anymore? You married a good girl. She gave you this beautiful yellow-haired daughter. Come back to earth again. You know that you can't chase the stars underwater, water, water. Oh, is it somebody's birthday? Well, there you go. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so what should we do here? I tried hard to learn what you guys set out. This one, I wrote this tune, and some of you will know this story. I forget where it was that I actually told it, but it felt recent. Then again, who knows what the fuck time is anymore. I wrote this song in the middle of making The Glass Passenger. And was it The Glass Passenger? Yeah. God, it was. And I didn't put it out until People and Things, which is such a crazy thought. But in the middle of The Glass Passenger, I was like so... I just was so like... I had so much PTSD from being sick, and I had... I was like super angry, to be honest. Like I was angry in all the worst ways. I just didn't figure out a way to process the fact that I had gotten sick, and I had jumped right back into work, and I toured, and then I started making music, and I was just confused about life, and in the middle of all that, you know, the record label deal that I had done for the first record for Jack's Mannequin got sold to a bigger company, and a lot of the people that I worked with got fired, and all of a sudden it was like really hard to get budgets approved, and I had made like half of a record and nobody had paid for it, and I was out of pocket, and I was just pissed, and I was like always butting up against the world, which is my bad, to be honest. And so at one point I just sort of snapped and just said, like, I'm going to close down the studio, and I'm going to just get in my car and I'm going to drive. And it started, I was just going to go to Vegas and hang out with my buddy Adam, who you guys would know from Cavanaugh Park. I'm going to write a song there and hang out with him for a couple hours or a couple days. And it felt so good just to be driving that I called Kelly on the phone, like literally probably 100 miles into the trip to Vegas, and I said, like, I think I got to drive all the way across the country. I think I'm just going to drive and keep going. And she said like the most heartbreaking thing at the time. She was just like, "You're not leaving me, are you?" And I was like, "Fuck, no, of course I'm not leaving." But I just feel like I need to like roll the windows down and like remember what it was like just to drive a car as far and as fast as I could and not worry about anything. And I had a keyboard in the back of like my old BMW, and I would stop at all these places, and I remember the first like the place I landed was Richmond, Virginia, because so many of the Jack's Mannequin band guys were from there. And I went to Sorvino's bar, and I sat down, and I had like, you know, I had all these notes and all these thoughts put together, and the girl sitting at the bar next to me, who was like, I think on another, you know, on a trip of her own at the time, her name was Amelia Jean, and I kind of like, I subbed that name in for Kelly, and sort of sang this song to her, and I wrote it in the hotel room at the Linden Row Inn in Richmond, Virginia, and then put it out, God, fucking 5 years later or something, because whatever, but it's called Amelia Jean.
Chasing trains won't stop you getting older. Amelia Jean, wait for me by the tracks. never meant to leave you in the rain, but I'll come back to take the weight off your shoulder. Amelia Jean, come on, let's chase the train. Come on. Oh, Amelia, I can feel ya. Oh, Amelia, I can feel ya. I can feel ya. Light breaks underneath. Fuck, every time I try the dramatic entrance. This was the one I learned last before we came in, but I'm going to do Globe's Maps for you guys. Alright. Light breaks underneath a heavy door, and I try to keep myself awake. Fall all around us on a hotel floor, and you think that you made a mistake. And there's a pain in my stomach from another sleepless bit, and I struggle to get myself up again. I wanna hang on to something that won't break away or fall apart, like the pieces of my heart. And globes and maps are all around me now. I wanna feel you breathe me. Globes and maps I see surround you here. Why won't you believe me? Globes and maps, they chart your way back home. Do you wanna leave her somewhere? And dreams came around you in a hazy rain. You open your mouth wide to feel them fall, and I write a letter from a one-way train, but I don't think you'll read it all. Globes and maps are all around me now. I wanna feel you breathe me. Globes and maps I see surround you here. Why won't you believe me? Globes and maps, they chart your way back home. Do you wanna leave her somewhere? And I can't take this anymore. I know that I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. 'Cause I know someday I'll see you walk out that door. you here. Why won't you believe me? Roads and maps that chart your way back home. Do you wanna leave? Do you wanna leave? Roads and maps that chart your way back home. Do you wanna leave or something? How are we doing out there? Straw Dog, I already played Straw Dog Alley. Come on now. You gotta show up on time. Maybe she was just telling people what I've already played. I apologize, Allie. All right. You guys want to do another B-side? Let's try another B-side. This song I wrote for my dog. I wrote it like I had just met her, but she hadn't been fully adopted and into our home yet. And originally the chorus was, Doris Day, I'll take care of you. Don't let your foolish plans get you far from my side. Like I had that in my head right after we knew that we were gonna bring this dog into our family. And then somewhere along the way, I was convinced by somebody that I couldn't write a song that said Doris Day in the chorus, and my lacking confidence at that moment in time led to me not having that be the chorus in the song. They may or may not have been right. I don't know. I'm gonna do the recorded version here. You can decide when it's all over. But yeah, it's called Doris Day. I saw her waiting at the bus stop, watching as her tears drop like pennies down the well. Oh well, you can drink until the sun comes up. I'll never let a good thing go, so I'll stay here if you're not leaving. I am on your side. This house is empty. We could cross the line. Yeah, we could make a big mistake. The silence breaks. You hear me say, don't go so far
everybody.
Good look on your face before me.
That's gonna be really hard to beat. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's too much fun. Yeah. Somebody said cat ears. Good call, Kel. I like it too.
Cecilia's choice.
I like that. I think this is a song that we might all be able to relate to in this particular moment in time. So I'm gonna give it a shot here. I don't think I've done it yet in any of these live streams. She thinks I'm much too thin. She asks me if I'm sick. What's a girl to do with friends like this? She lets me drive a car so I can score an 8 from the lesbians out west from Venice. Oh, California in the summer. Ah, and my hair is growing long. And fuck yeah, we can live like this. But if you left it up to me, every day would be a holiday for real. We've wasted weeks beneath the sun, fry our brains and say it's so much fun out here. When it's all over, I'll come back for another year. I look for work today, I'm spilling out the door. I put my glasses on so no one sees me. I never thought that I'd be living on your floor, but the rents are high and LA's easy. Oh, it's a picture of perfection. The postcards gonna read. Fuck yeah, we can live like this. We can live like this. But if you left it up to me, every day would be a holiday for real. We waste the weeks beneath the sun, brown brains and that it's so much fun out here. Ain't that a lie? You sure look fine. You wore my favorite sweater, being poor was never better. A Sandy Buzz, some cheap red wine, all the trouble we could get in, so let's screw this one alright. But if you left it up to me, yeah, every day would be a holiday from real. We waste the weeks beneath the sun, lie and tell our friends it's so much fun out here. When it's all over, I'll come back for another. When it's all over, I'll come back for another year. Met up with an acrobat in Brooklyn or someplace like that. Life in taxis flying past, tore that dance all down. Pocket change and subway cars, big ideas filled empty bars. You might be from the moon or Mars. Either way, I'm never going home. Let's hang an anchor from the sun. There's a million city lights, but you're number one. You're the reason I'm still up at dawn, just to see your face. We'll be going strong with the family. escape. I was drinking from the wishing well, some junky metal-led hotel. When we boarded the carousel, the roof was caving in. And on the stage, my oxblood friend was singing songs about the end. The bankers in the lion's den, dropping lines like beggars in the snow. So let's hang an anchor from the sun. There's a million city lights, but you're not the one. You're the reason I'm still up at dawn. Just to see your face, we'll be going strong with the vampires, baby. We belong away, swinging from the fire escape. Whoa, 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 swinging from the fire escape. Whoa, whoa, swinging from the fire escape. Walking on the hand of mine, tattoos on the river line. The morning birds are taking flight. Either way, I thought you should know. You're my number one. You're the reason I'm still up at dawn. Just to see your face, we'll be going strong with the vampires, baby. We belong awake. You're my number one. You're the reason I'm still up at dawn. Just to see your face, we'll be going strong with the vampires, baby. We belong awake, swinging from the fire escape. Whoa, whoa, swinging from the fire escape. 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 You can come in, come in. Cecilia's like locked outside. It's not a locking door, but I wish you could see what she's doing. Yes, you're almost there. Come on, you got this, kid. All right, there we go. Thank you guys for showing up today. I know that like the streaming thing has like reached a like saturation point. For me, it's still like equally cathartic, and I hope it is for you too. I was thinking today. Come here, come hang out with me. You want me to wear these? I was thinking today, like, as like I have like anxiety and freakouts about like the tour that just got canceled and just all the same stuff that we're all going through, like just figuring out how we're gonna make like enough money to pay the bills and do all these things. But also just thinking to myself, like there are just so many people who are in such a tougher place, people who were already in a bad spot before this thing happened, and I just wanted to send my love out to any of them and any of you who are in a particularly tough spot because of what we're all dealing with. I got a ton of requests in the midst of this thread, which was hysterically like 2,000 comments, which is not very typical for me, where a lot of people asked for a Tom Petty cover. And I almost think it's sacrilege because nobody's going to do a song that Tom Petty wrote as good as he would. But I figured I would sort of make an attempt at my favorite, and probably so many people's favorites. I discovered this record when I was a kid, and my family was going through some really bizarre times. And my aunt took me and my sister down to Mexico. And I bought this album in like a God knows where, like on an end cap at a record store, because I liked the album cover, and I discovered Tom Petty's Wildflowers, and that is to this day, always been one of my favorite records of all time. So I'm gonna try my hand at the title track off that record. It's called Wildflowers, and I just want to say I love you all. This thing is going to shut down probably in a few minutes. I do have one more B-side ready, and I'll tack it on. She's okay, and I'll tack it on to the end of it of this if the live stream lets me. So hold on, sorry, I got it. Do this. You can hang out. You can hang out if you want to sit. Just hang out in the chair. See, you're welcome to chill. All right, she's gonna stay over there. All right, thank you guys so much for showing up today. I appreciate you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away, somewhere all brand new. I see no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, far away from your troubles and worries. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Let's chat until we hit that hour mark, and then if that works, and it keeps going, I'll play one more B-side for you because you're owed some B-sides after the last little round. Did Tom ever get to hear his covers? Because I think he'd be pretty damn proud. Yeah, I mean, not from me, I know that, but I will say if you can see here, he's been my hero for a long time. That poster's followed me to a number of houses, and it will continue to follow me. I listen to those records all the time. He is the penultimate rock star poet in my mind. Love your cover. Started Bruce cover years ago in Asbury. Oh yeah, man, Springsteen hero, big time. I love doing I'm on Fire. It's one of my favorite. Where are my cat ears? Where is your set of cat ears? I don't even know what that means. What else we got here? Hey friend, what's up, Annie Schaff? How you doing? Oh my gosh, I miss you. All right, I'm gonna give this a shot. It might be the end of the stream. This song could very well have been on Glass Passenger, and in a weird way, like there was this set of songs out of it. Cell Phone. Forgetting what the third one was. They were the first things that I really recorded after my transplant, and we went into Sound City, which you guys have probably seen this Sound City documentary. Okay, hold on. Hang tight. I'm going to shut this down and just reboot it. You don't have to stay. I'm going to do like a little encore of a song that only a handful of you know, but I'm going to end this and then reboot it. Hang tight. After an hour, it shuts down. So, Daddy's long-winded. I tend to talk a lot and overstay my welcome. So, it ended and I had to restart it. Do you think Daddy talks too much? Sometimes. It's okay. You can admit it. All right, we're back. But a lot of you guys have heard of Sound City. It was the most legendary recording studio, and it had become a place that I had made a home out of. It was where I recorded Dark Blue, recorded a lot of the songs in Glass Passenger. It's actually the studio on the cover of the Glass Passenger album. And it was where I sought refuge, even when I was like very much not well enough to be doing much of anything. But I had written a handful of songs that were about that transition back to the world. And I remember I stayed at like the Holiday Inn a couple blocks away, and I would, like I was eating like mung beans and whatever weird shit I was up to try and get myself healthy. I apologize. And I wrote this song that was like really about how my phone had become my lifeline. And the vampires were the nurses and all the IVs and the first time we ever played it live was at Lollapalooza in like 2006, I guess. And haven't played it much since. So it's a song called Cell Phone. I tried to learn it today, and we'll see if it works. This will be the last song. Thank you guys for hanging in there, and I'm going to try and come back to you guys maybe next week, maybe the week after. I know that you have a million streaming options, so I want to just like always blow it out and make it as big as possible. So we'll be thinking of ideas of how to do that, and maybe figuring out like a really cool cocktail to make in that process that we can shoot you the ingredients ahead of time so we can all be happy houring together. All right. Love you all. Be well. Be safe. Take care of your people. Take care of your neighbors. This one's called Cell Phone.
mean when I say that this girl has got a thing for my machine, and she is gonna ring me up on my cellular phone, so I know I'm not alone in a world full of vampires. Come on, honey, talk me down on my cellular phone, because I can't get old. I'm a slave to the wires. I've done this before. I've done this before. But I have given everything and more. Sometimes convinced I have the world to carry. Every day's war. Rockets drop from dusk till dawn. I won't be shaken. And should they take me in the night, don't think my signal's fading for you. For you to ring, for you to ring me up on my cellular phone, so I know I'm not alone in a world full of vampires. Come on, honey, talk me down on that cellular phone, because I can't get home. I'm a slave to the wires. Oh, come on, darling, bring me home on that cellular phone, because I can't get home in a world full of vampires. Come on, honey, talk me down on that cellular phone, because I can't get home. I'm a slave to the wires. I've done this before. I can do it more. Thank you, guys. I hope that we can all do it again really soon. You want to say thanks, C? Yeah, take care. Have yourselves a good dinner, good night, and yeah, spread some love. However we do that.